Welcome to Gut Smokehouse Barbecue. Today, we're in Dubuque, Iowa to take a look at what we consider our top 5 burger places. Make no mistake about it, Dubuque takes their burgers very, very seriously. Let's see what they got. First and foremost, as we stated, Dubuque, Iowa takes its burgers very seriously. The waitresses at every place we went were passionate about the establishment they worked at and knew everything about the food. The burgers that we ate were recommended by the staff. We asked to be served the burger that they felt most represented their restaurant. So even though we don't think our opinions will sway patrons one way or another, we took on this assignment very seriously and did our absolute best to give an honest opinion on what we experienced. As food business owners ourselves, we certainly understand that no matter how hard you try, you cannot make perfect food every single day. We did an unannounced visit to these restaurants on what you would call a regular day, and will now share our experiences and give kudos to those establishments that stood out the most. How did we rate the category? Overall appearance was worth 5 points. The bun, 10 points. The bun should accompany the burger, not overwhelm it with its doughiness or texture. It should be soft but not crumbly and should mold itself to the burger while holding it. That's not an easy thing to do unless you have the right type of bun. The bun is often a make or break component in a burger comparison, and being from the Philadelphia area, that's what differentiates a Philly cheesesteak from one place to the next. Next is the meat, 40 points, obviously the most weighted points of everything. We judged the taste, the tenderness, the texture, the moisture, the thickness, and the doneness of the meat. And that had to be the highlight of each bite of each burger. Next were the toppings, 25 points. Some might say that's a little too much, but here's the deal. If you've just got a regular burger on a regular bun, at places that take their burgers seriously, it's going to be hard to differentiate one versus the other. I've never been a huge fan of toppings on burgers, but I've come to realize over the years that if you've got the right toppings on there, it actually can enhance the burger. It can make the burger even more of the center of attention. So we decided at this point that if the toppings were done right, and it made the burger taste even better than just a plain burger, it should be worth a lot of points. And then last, for 20 points, is the overall burgerness. When you take a bite, does it scream burger? And it's got to. So, total of 100 points. Here's our ratings of all the places we researched, visited. We did not want to hit the fast food places. Those are not even considered. If you're an establishment that serves food and you make a great burger, that to me is the cornerstone of what the rest of your food is going to taste like. Let's move on to the burgers that finished in the top 5 in Dubuque, Iowa of 2021. And coming in at number 5, the Barrel House. We've eaten at the Barrel House numerous times and we have never had a bad meal. Their burgers are phenomenal. If you get a chance to have their wild boar burger, I highly suggest it. For this burger rating, we ended up getting the 2 a.m. burger. Barrel House seasoned burger patty topped with potato rounds, cheddar cheese, bacon, and a fried egg, served on a brioche bun. Overall impression, even though we ordered the 2 a.m. burger at 7 p.m., it was excellent. With all the typical 2 a.m. breakfast ingredients, it was a risky burger to serve for a burger rating, but it all worked so well. Kudos to the creator of this recipe, as the proportions of each ingredient was spot on and did not distract from the fact that it was a great burger at heart. Couple highlights: brioche bun was phenomenal, a perfect burger bun. Potato rounds sounded like they would make the burger too potatoey along with the bun, but it was not. It added a nice crunch and soaked up some of the yummy fried egg yolk. The egg was cooked perfectly and added the expected richness to the burger. The bacon that they had on there was really smoky, almost bordering on too smoky for a burger. but we loved it because it had a fresh essence to it, which made its lingering flavors extremely enjoyable. Congratulations to the Barrel House on our number 5 pick of the top burgers in Dubuque.
Oh, that bun is unbelievable. Here's the brioche bun. Wow.
Here, John.
First bite impression, I'd say a 9 out of 10.
All right.
Oh man, that smokiness is still there. Wow.
All right, and coming in at number 4 of our top 5 burgers, Copper Kettle. We had the Pepper Jack Jalapeno Bison Burger. It was made with house pickled jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, and had house made chips along with it. It was served on a brioche bun. Overall impression, we expected a good bison flavor and we were not disappointed. It is very hard to cook a moist bison burger, but you guys nailed it. It reminded us of the first time we ate a hamburger at Louie's Lunch in New Haven, Connecticut. The meat was the center of attention. Some of the highlights of this burger: the brioche bun was phenomenal. It was like a toasted pillow of wonderfulness that molded perfectly around the burger when held. The house pickled jalapenos were off the chart. The flavor was unlike anything I've ever had before, almost like a semi-spicy dill pickle. They reminded us of candied jalapenos, but without the sweetness. Kudos to the creator of them. The jalapenos were matched with pepper jack cheese. It is hard for jalapenos and pepper jack cheese to not overwhelm the flavor of the burger. But because of the great flavor of bison, the proportions were perfect. Very nice execution. Kudos to Copper Kettle for finishing at number 4 in our top 5 burger list.
Pepper jack jalapeno it is.
Love it.
All right, awesome. Very excited.
And coming in at number 3 of our top 5 burger list, First and Main. We ordered the Big Wisconsin Burger. Lettuce, tomato, onion, sriracha mayo, pepper jack cheese, and fried mozzarella bites, served on a brioche bun. Overall impression, one of the best textured, less grainy burgers we had. Proportions of toppings was spot on. The sriracha mayo had a nice, smooth finishing bite to it. Couple highlights: proportions of toppings, as we stated, were spot on, and that mayo had a great finishing touch to it. It was sweet at the beginning, and it finished with a nice little bite. The fried mozzarella bites were smashed and layered between the burger and the bottom bun. This was very interesting because it soaked up the juice from the burger. They came across more like part of a toasted bun rather than a separate component. Big kudos on this.
That's awesome. That's my kind of burger. And it's a little spicy too. What's in there? It's probably in the sauce. It comes in at the end. Oh, yeah.
A little bit about it.
It's a very good burger. This is my favorite so far. It's very moist. It's very meaty. It doesn't need any seasoning. I think I like the red onion versus the white onions, and I like the cheese curds.
Heard from the burger master herself.
Yeah.
And coming in at number 2, Hills Brewing. We ordered the black and blue burger. Blackened ground brisket, lettuce, tomato, red onion, bacon, blue cheese crumbles, Swiss cheese, smoked red pepper sauce, served on an Asiago cheese bun. Overall impression, the beefy brisket flavor really shone through from the first bite on. A lot of different tastes going on with this burger, but this allowed each bite to be very interesting and enjoyable. A few of the highlights. The Asiago bun was delicious and different and stayed together nicely. Great beefy flavor due to the ground brisket, which we believe came from both the flat and the point. The blackened outer char of the burger really stood out with moist meat inside. We love a good crust on a burger. The house-made smoked red pepper sauce was fantastic. It had this vibrant blood-like color to it with great consistency. It made for a nice contrast to the rich bacon, while at the same time married great with the blue cheese. Just a little side note, we've eaten at Hills Brewing before, and we wanted to order the signature Bachberry's burger, but it was not available at this time. We ordered it in years gone by and never forgot about it. So if you get a chance to go to Hills Brewing, I highly recommend either the black and blue burger or the Bachberry's burger. The Bachberry's burger has goat cheese, a balsamic glaze, and 7 Hills' own berry compote. And coming in, drum roll please, at number 1, Foodies Garage. I've got to take a deep breath on this one, and I'm serious because it's been a week and I still remember exactly how I felt when this came out. What we ordered was the McFoodie's Belly Buster, 2 patties, lettuce, tomato, a house-made Big Mac-like sauce, cheddar cheese, and bacon, served on a pretzel bun. Overall impression, this one is personal. I literally had goosebumps running up and down my spine when it came out. My hands started to tremble as I went to cut it in half. I felt that I was destroying a one-of-a-kind piece of gastronomic art. Best of all, it was as good as it looked. Unreal. Highlights: pretzel bun. It was done right. It was soft and pliable. The house-made sauce, a wonderful spin on a Big Mac sauce, was fantastic as it was thin and got into the nooks and crannies of all the components of the burger. The bacon was crumbled and not in complete slices, which allowed it to be spread evenly throughout the burger. Just confirms the little extra TLC that makes a good burger great. The burger was then topped with a sprinkle of chopped fresh chives and a dash of paprika. That to me screams passion, doing every minute thing possible to make this an incredible experience for the customer. Unreal. Congratulations to Foodies Garage for finishing number 1 in our top 5 burgers in Dubuque, Iowa.
Deep breath. Okay, first bite impression. Here we go.
Well, 10 out of 10 for messiness.
Oh my God. I can't speak.
A couple honorary awards. Which one had the best bun out of all the places we visited? Our vote was the Copper Kettle. That bun was thick, pillowy, melting. It was a brioche bun and it molded perfectly while handling the burger. That bun went from 1.5 inches thick down to 1/4 of an inch thick, stayed together. It was fantastic. A lot of the buns that we had were excellent. As a matter of fact, all of them were excellent. But this one had just that little extra that just made it very memorable. Next, which place had the best burger value? Hands down, Paul's Tavern. $3.75 for their signature cheeseburger, and it's made in this cast iron griddle cooker from the 1930s. The bun was toasted, simple bun, simple ingredients, great burger, best value in Dubuque. And our last category, ambiance. Ambiance obviously is a big deal when you're going out to eat at a restaurant and spending some money. So we have two that were tied for first. First was Hills Brewing. This place is big, it's large, and it smells of a brewery, and it's festive like a brewery. And it's almost like a block party, but with a warming, happy, fun, vibrant atmosphere. Also, Copper Kettle. This place, from the outside, nothing super fantastic. Once you walk inside, the interior design, there was lots of little detail, very contrasting detail, but it had this homey neighborhood feel. And the server we had was just tremendous. That was a really wonderful place just to sit and hang out. The bar was cool. The detail of the wood around the bar was phenomenal. And it was just a pleasure to just sit there and look around while we were waiting for our food to be served.